Welcome to Taking Action. I'm Chris Colombo. We have a show for you today. It's pretty much what it's an informational show. We're going to lay out the rest of the things we're going to do. We're going to talk about a very exciting up and coming episode, more than one. I think it's exciting. I know you will. We'll be back in a minute. And thank you for tuning in. Hit subscribe and like. Welcome back to Taking Action. I'm Chris Colombo. With me, as always, is Anthony Conover. This is an exciting one today. What would you say?
Yeah, nice little update for the people. Plan some things out, lay out what we're going to do, an update, some would say.
You know something? I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, hey.
Thank you, Ian.
You know what? I try.
He does try.
I do try.
No. What do we got coming up? Next time you hear from us will be a Tuesday. We'll be in spring break in Fort Lauderdale.
That is very true.
So Taking Action with Anthony Conover and Chris Colombo from Fort Lauderdale.
It's the road. We hit the road.
We hit the road trip.
Thank God
we have
actually driving.
I don't know, what is it? A 15,000 square foot mansion?
It's definitely not small. I believe. I don't know, what is there? 8 beds or something like that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't know.
Right on the water.
Very nice, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, very nice. And what it's for is Dominic Curatolo, our CEO of our company. My daughter is partners with one of the branches. My son Joey's also. Anthony is the youngest financial manager in the history of the company. I trained 20 to 25 years old, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think they absorb better and they help them have a career. It's working out really, really well. This was a very, very good month. Wouldn't you say it?
Our best month.
Our best month. This is the third month here. We were somewhere else. That place sucked.
I can agree.
Yeah, it was not good. It was terrible. Not nice people. Not anybody would. They're like Sammy the Bull and South Policey. So anyway, let's continue. Maybe worse. So moving forward, Anthony broke a record this month. There's a thing in our business called a PSF, which means professional service fee. When you accommodate a client, they give you a percentage of what they borrowed. Anthony broke the company record that they were so satisfied with his performance. It was a really hard deal to close. It was testing, mind testing.
It tested a lot of things, I'll tell you that.
Yes. And the woman showed her appreciation.
Yeah. 61 emails on that thread to get it done over the course of 8 a.m. to, I believe, 5 p.m. So we went along. It was certainly
nobody would have closed that deal but Anthony. Round of applause for that.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm very proud of him. I'm always proud of him. We know he's become very good handicap. He was very successful this season. He'll never make my number stuff, but he will. That's my goal, to have him surpass me. I want everybody to do everything better than I can do. What else we got going on? Okay. We're going to have some special guests on when we're in Florida. We're going to be broadcasting. You see some pictures of the place we're at. It's really beautiful.
I'm bring my camera down there.
Yes.
Might
yes,
video a day, like one of those vlogs we were talking about.
Yeah, he's got a lot of plans for this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've realized this, but I'm very interesting to hang around with. No,
interesting is
a masterpiece of understatement.
Yeah, I would. A lot of words to describe what it is to be in the day in, day out.
Yeah, I mean it's never boring.
No, cannot say that it is.
No. Sometimes it's mind testing too.
I've come to realize that.
So we got some interesting guests for you. That what else we got coming up? Jadakiss is going to be on the show. He's my favorite rapper. He calls me dad. I call him son. You're going to hear a lot of interesting stories about him and myself. And we're going to do an episode with Hollywood Wade. We're going to do a four-part series on Godfather, Harlem, and The Offer, how they blatantly just lied for the purposes of entertainment and defaced a lot of ethnic groups, a lot of people, the police department, you name it, they showed no respect for those that have passed. So you'll hear the true story. I was there. If I wasn't there, my brother was there. If my brother wasn't, my father was there. So you'll hear the true story straight from here. It's one of the things I'd like to do because this is part of history. And you people are being led in the wrong direction. And in 100 years, when somebody watches that, they still want them to know the truth. Would you agree? Ant?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, especially now, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. And I think that, if you're going to watch something, I would make sure you realize that it is for entertainment and things get twisted
badly.
Yeah. I mean, they'll you've obviously said it a lot. They use real names and things of that nature. So it's damaging to the person because they then twist it, of course, because it has to be entertaining or else, well, they wouldn't.
The author told lies, patently unfold truth about my father. Mario Biaggi, the most decorated New York Police Department policeman in the history to date, who was our first Italian congressman. They twisted around on him. Peter Bart, who was very, very successful, runs a column, was vice president of production, and was working for Paramount, all because of Al Ruddy's ego and this evil woman that produced it. She looks like Greta Gulch from The Wizard of Oz. That was the Wicked Witch.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't know that.
Great movie, though.
Also, Anthony is now co-host of not just the sports stuff. He has his one day into now interviewing. We'll see how he does there. I think he's excited about it.
Of course.
Yes.
It's not to love.
And Anthony always tells the truth, even when he lies. So anyway, that's what we got coming up. I think you're going to like Jada. It's an interesting story about that. I'm going to try and get my children's partner and Anthony's CEO on that with a pen and a piece of paper, he became worth $100 billion liquid and built a $3.5 billion company and made it easy for all these kids. Am I correct there?
Yeah, very
to be successful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Altruism and capitalism to a T. Would you agree?
Yeah. Very helpful, whenever, obviously, there's always learning to be done, and he has made it very easy to ask for help, and
I receive it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, in receive, he's definitely helped me out. He's helped Joey out, so it has been a.
That's a CEO.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know how many CEOs give out their number and email to every employee in the company and can ask for help whenever they want on anything. Even stupid questions, because to him, it's not stupid. It's helping somebody else learn, which is going to help him out. So it's been
That's why my children are there.
Welcoming is a very good word for it. It's very welcoming.
Ingratiating too.
Yeah. So
part of the Westwood community, and I'm telling you, I have consulted to over 200 companies in my time. Took I don't know how many companies public, was involved in international banking, had a mortgage brokership, one of the biggest the biggest home improvement company in the 4 boroughs. I've never seen a company run as well or the people as helpful.
No, absolutely.
So you're going to see that firsthand knowledge. Maybe we'll shoot from his yacht.
I wouldn't mind.
All right. And I have my thing is motivational speaking and training. I'm pretty good at it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Seen it in action.
Yeah. When I first trained Anthony, we were training 16 at the time. And I would say, who are we? What do we do? And I make them yell it. So the first time Johnny Corio has been interviewed, we got Johnny with us too. Yeah. He's turned his life around. He's working very hard.
Right.
And how do you reconcile the past? We build a better future. And it's always the ones in trouble I like to help or have had a troubled past.
Yeah.
And that's my motto. That's how I live. What was I going to say about Johnny Corio? It was something I was going to say there.
Oh,
Oh,
the
so
training?
first time he gets on the phone a little bit early, we threw him in the pool to teach him how to swim quick. He's on the phone, and I'm sitting next to him, and he can't remember the name of the company, and he's punching me in the thigh. And I'm sitting there like this, and I'm not telling him, and he's panicking because he wants the deal because you can make significant money, and we're not talking about small dollars here.
No.
We're talking about 3,000 to 20 million.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
The average sweet spot falls at around 150, 200,000, correct? But Dominic Gritolo is more than fair with the disbursement of the money and what he does.
I would say so.
Yes.
Hey, if anybody needs that business funding,
Yeah.
readily available.
Yes.
Just need a application, 3 months bank statements. So if anybody's a business owner out there, let us know in the comments.
We are.
There's an email attached to the YouTube channel as well. You can send some things over there. We'll get it figured out.
Uncollateralized, unsecured, within 3 hours, we'll put the money in your account. We are the last line of capitalism for small businesses.
Yeah.
Banks are not giving money. We are. Moving forward, I just consult here and there from time to time and help train. My house is not the best, but my son is there and my daughter's partners with him. And it's working out really good. Well, I would say, for the young men. Would you say?
Yeah, it's been a good time.
Yes. And what's nice about it is they enjoy it. It's a friendly atmosphere. It's a good working atmosphere. And we're having a good time there. So we're going to be broadcasting from the mansion.
Yes.
I'm going to try to get Dominic on. I have some other guest speakers that are coming on. I'm excited about Jadakiss. If those who don't know who Jadakiss is, he's one of the original rappers back with Tupac, Biggie Smalls. He's an original gangster rapper. Top 5 dead or alive.
Mm-hmm.
I would say is accurate. He did very nice things for my son. He calls me dad. He grew up here with me. And I'm very proud of him, to be honest with you. And he's done some wonderful things for children. He always takes care of his own neighborhood. And he's good to people. And he's a true gangster rapper.
Yeah, that should be very fun. I'm
Yeah,
very
so
excited
we're going to have a
for
good
that
time with Jadakiss. There are going to be some actual, what I'm discussing. I'm going to have Hollywood Wade, possibly Michael Francese. I haven't talked to him, give their point of views. And I'm going to have a few of the main actors from both shows here on the show. So it's probably going to be a 4-part episode. And I'd like the people to see how Hollywood, and in the name of entertainment, is misled and twisted. And the true story is more compelling, trust me, than the lies. And there's an obligation to tell the truth, and I don't like to see the people taken advantage of. I don't like ethnic slurs. I don't like racism. I don't like judgmentalism. And these people have done all the above, or blaming people for things they did not do. So this would be one podcast where you get the truth. We're gonna start touching back on baseball and basketball.
Very excited for baseball season.
You are right.
I don't watch the preseason of any other sport besides baseball.
Well, it's important in baseball.
I'm
I
locked.
got one hint for you though.
I'm locked into the Yankee spring training already.
One is a prop bet.
Oh yeah.
And always go with the over, because the first 3 weeks of baseball, they tell the pitchers to throw straight down the plate fastballs. That's where they loosen up. So when they do connect, guess where that ball's going?
Very far.
Very far. You'll notice every pitcher will be throwing just fastballs, and the hitters know it. So a run first inning, or an over in the first half, or the game is a pretty safe bet, because the lines don't adjust on that quickly. So that's my advice, Lisa. Don't say you didn't get a prop bet from me.
Okay.
If it's a good one, I give it to you.
All right.
Do you like my analogy of that?
It's different, just because I've always heard, that the beginning of the season, hitters are trying to catch up to the pitchers. So the pitchers have the advantage early on. But I don't think I've ever, but to be fair, obviously I've never really I've never really bet baseball.
Well, listen to me.
I've looked at it, but
If there's one sport, I don't want to interrupt you. You can finish.
no,
That I used to get my head handed to me because
it's every day.
no, it's not just that. No matter how much you move the money line, it doesn't make a difference who wins or loses.
True.
And baseball's in streaks, and they'll stay with them when they win him. First time they lose, they jump off. So it's not like you get it back. So you really have to. It's moving pennies in baseball with the sharp guys, and the average Joe has an advantage if he's smart. So we're going to go into a little bit of the things, and the things I'm going to teach you is how they beat me, and I'm not easy to beat. Besides that, whatever that we. I don't like to talk negativity. He thinks that sports betting was just invented this week or it's changed. It has not. The only difference is they're sucking you in on bets are going to destroy you. Not only that, basketball, the sixth man off the bench is very, very important.
Absolutely. Injuries. Well, that's with any sport, but obviously basketball, especially if a star gets injured, that can tank the whole team. Where, football, you can kind of lean
Fill
on
in the
other
gaps.
people. Yeah, you can fill in. Basketball, you really can't.
And defense is important in basketball.
Yep.
And totals are more preeminent because I used to get my head kicked in.
I just saw I think last night in the NBA, I saw a tweet that the unders went 10-0-1 in basketball.
10 unders?
Yeah.
No. 3 seasons ago, they went berserk. They had to readjust.
Yeah, they were 10-0-1 in unders. So if you were betting under that night, you had a good one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, the only good over bet is in basketball.
Especially now, I mean.
Or in Colorado. If you play baseball, the air is like.
Oh, yeah. If you get.
Or the air wind blows right in Chicago.
True.
So we're going to go into some things on how to help you in baseball. Obviously, I can't be here every night. I mean, I wish I could. I enjoyed talking to you. We're getting into a little bit how to robbing you on the dime line now. What to look for. Basketball took me years and years to understand handicap in basketball. I'm okay. I'm not the best, but I'll help you with the sweet spots of what I do know. I don't need to remind I was 15-3, and I didn't know how. And this was a test program to see if my ways still worked. And Anthony, do they?
I would say so.
I have the best record in anybody in the country right now. And if you put all my things together when I gave more than one picks and teasers, I mean, it's off the chart, right?
Yeah. Very, very good.
Yeah. It's got me up to like something like 32 or 33 with 26 wins.
Yeah. So
that's unheard of.
It was I would say a successful season.
Yes. And we're going to talk about the 2-team underdog parlays in baseball. You can really knock their head in.
Especially if you get the good pitching matchup.
Yeah.
Because,
a big pitcher goes down, you're making a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
The kosher boys were the best of that. They controlled sports betting and baseball for years. Whenever the best Cy Young win pitchers, the best performing pitchers went down, they always had them. Yeah. Clemens, Avery, Maddox, Johnson, you name it. Whenever they went down, they had them. I mean, the only thing is I stayed away from the Yankees because of Rivera. He didn't go down too much.
Best closer ever?
Best that ever lived.
Unanimous? Yeah, unanimous Hall of Fame.
And that's where we are, so you can look forward to that. I am looking forward to that. Anything else, Sam, you'd like to say?
No, exciting times. Obviously got some things planned out for the channel. So make sure everybody just stick around, tell a friend, subscribe, comment, whatever you do. Tell us in the comments what you want to see as well. We're open to suggestion. Maybe if there's something to, something that you really want to see or have Chris talk about or anything.
Or yourself.
Yeah. Maybe we'll interview each other one of these days.
All right. My life's an open book.
So.
One indictment after another till I retire.
Can do a lot of reading about you for free.
Yeah, imagine. See, that's what you like, free. Anthony is not the biggest spendthrift in the world, I'll tell you that.
I thoroughly enjoy my money right where it belongs, in my bank account.
All right.
Just saying.
What are you going to do when the banks default?
That's a great question.
What are you thinking of?
Put it under my mattress.
All right. You'll see me sneaking under there.
Make sure it's booby trapped, like Home Alone.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Put marbles on the stairs.
I think you're going to enjoy Jadakiss. The Florida trips will be good. The Godfather, Harlem, and The Offer. The things I'm going to point out to you, you're going to find very interesting. The truth is more compelling than the lies they do. We got a lot of good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
I'm excited to help you with baseball.
Very excited for the season.
You all right?
I always go back and forth on what my favorite sport is. During football season, I think it's football, but I think it's baseball. I grew up with it. My brothers played it all the time.
Remember, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and a good parlay.
It's
Two
just,
team underdog.
I think it's the there's just so much of it that like it just becomes so much of your routine that I think that's the reason why I like fell in love with it from the beginning too. I mean, it's 162 games. Like you have something to look forward to for
Forever.
a literal
Well, basketball's a lot of games now, too.
80. I think it's 82.
Yeah, but it's a long season.
No, yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying,
And hockey's no joke anymore either.
No.
It's 6 months.
Rangers are playing well.
You happen about that, right? I like the Rangers.
I'm the fakest Ranger fan ever. I mean, I pay attention during the season, and I don't watch them. Playoffs, though, I'm locked in. You never met a bigger Ranger fan than I am during the playoffs. All of a sudden, sitting there, dialed in, watching the games. My dad's a Ranger fan, so I always.
How is your father?
Oh, fantastic!
I told him I said go Rangers.
Oh, he'll see it. He'll see. He tunes in.
All right. This show is dedicated to Anthony's grandma.
Shout out, Nan, my favorite.
Nan is his favorite, and this woman makes the best tiramisu I've ever had in my life.
Listen, you don't get this size with bad food.
And it's one thing to have good food. Her tiramisu is the best I've ever tasted.
I never got birthday cakes. I would just request tiramisu for my birthday every year.
I don't blame you. I would request it like for oxygen.
Oh well. Listen, I wouldn't.
I have a terminal case of not having tiramisu.
I understand.
And she makes it for the entire office. She's the sweetest, nicest woman.
Some chicken cutlet. And then again, she makes whatever I want. It's
how about a lobster sauce with the linguine?
Delicious. Clam sauce. I like clam sauce too.
You do?
Let's see. What does she make?
She gets you a gallon of your favorite blue cheese.
Yeah, she has a card to the Restaurant Depot.
Yeah.
That she got off somebody just for that. Because she has to buy her Parmesan. She doesn't, you don't buy a bag. She buys the wheel.
Naturally.
And
puts
it in the fridge downstairs.
Tastes better.
Anthony,
when you shave it yourself.
Anthony, can you go get the cheese for me? Of course.
Yeah, you gotta be nice to man. You've been cut a lawn for her.
That's how I broke my phone.
Yeah.
It fell right out of my pocket, right underneath the lawnmower.
Yeah.
I'd do it all over again.
We love Nan there. Not only that, she not only sends tiramisu, she sends her own utensils to scoop it. Nice ones, too.
I know. I lost one of them.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I think I don't want to mention his name, stole it. I'd like to hit him with it. Man beaten with a tiramisu. Spatula, yeah. And I mean, I would beat him with
as long as the Tupperware comes back. She's very serious about that.
Gotta be serious about
the utensils, I'll buy another one. But the Tupperware, that's how you get in trouble.
Okay, I wish I had more to give you right now. But I'm going to tell you what's coming out. Look out for it. It is exciting. I'm going to talk to Michael about joining us with this thing. But we will have some of the headliners, if not the headliners of this show, as hosts. And I'm calling them out with truth, honesty, and the American way. But I'm not going into a phone booth to come out with a cape and leotards. Forget that.
Should be a good time.
Yeah, it is. It should be a very good time. I'm excited about I like basketball. Tough sport to handicap. We're going to pay attention to six-man off the bench. We're going to pay attention to defense. We're going to pay attention to totals this year. We're going to pay attention to quarter bets.
Ooh. Okay.
There's some nice sweet spots there. And baseball, two-team parlay underdogs. We're going to rock the house. Say it. What are we going to do?
We're going to rock the house.
That's right. That's what we're going to do. And remember, the first 3 weeks, the over.
I'm going to pay attention now.
And a run scored in the first inning.
It's my brother's favorite bet.
Alrighty. That's it for today's show. I wish I had more. There's no football. I would have put up an interview, but the ones we got are so exciting.
Yeah, no.
I just want to tell you about it. I don't know if you're familiar who Jadakiss is, but I'm partial to him.
I would hope a lot of people.
He calls me dad. I call him son, uncle. He calls me at times. He's been here zillions of times. He loves hanging out with Joey. When Joey was a baby, he would spend hours playing with him in the pool. And I'm excited to have him. I'm excited to do the thing with Wade, and hopefully Michael gets involved. And we're going to move forward. And we're going to tell you the truth. The best I know. You know me, I don't tell tales out of school, but these non-truths and falsehoods at the expense of other people. And I'm not just saying the Italian people that taking the brunt of the Irish. Definitely the blacks.
Absolutely.
We're all human beings, aren't we? I categorize people as human beings. I can't say that about certain blowjobs, excuse the language, and the producers of these shows, and the idiotic writers, because how hard is it to fact check in this day and age?
Google's very difficult.
It is.
Difficult to navigate.
So I'm going to be very brutal towards these people that, for their own folly, to harm people's reputations. And not only that, cause interracial friction. We live in a world, you can't say Mr. Potato Head. I don't want to know how they get away with saying the things they do. They're putting actors on the spot to have to say them. I'm a little passionate about this. It's something I believe in because it's the future. And the future should be a better place, not creating more turmoil, more prejudice, more ethnic slurs, more lies, more violence, more reasons for violence.
More diversion.
Am I correct here? I mean,
It's diversion.
So you're gonna have Wade as a Southern gentleman, so you're gonna have his point of view. Anthony, he grew up in Middle America in the Hudson Valley, so you'll see how he depicts it. You know where I'm coming from, so that's not a Remember, regular season over. First 3 weeks. First inning, you want to do a prop bet? Over 1 run, first inning. Scored.
It's my brother's favorite bet.
We love you, brother. Is that the one that became the thing we can't talk about?
Yeah.
Can't talk about it.
Very secretive.
Secretive. But it is a good thing.
Very important.
It's very, very good. It's very important. And a lot of people are safe because of him.
This is true.
So let's dedicate it to your brother also. We can't mention his name. It's great.
Secretive.
However, does he like Nan's tiramisu? That
he'd be kicked out of the family. Although he is the picky one.
Yeah.
Nan gets a little,
Yeah.
Because my middle brother will eat anything.
Is Nan's tiramisu
no.
national security?
I mean, it should be.
Yeah. He should guard that.
Listen. I don't know.
Stop being so picky and take care of the tiramisu because lately there's been very little left for me.
See, my like I said, my middle brother, anything my nan makes, he eats all the weird stuff. Like you give him something to try, he has no problem. I like what I like.
Who won MVP this year
for the NFL?
Yeah,
that would be Mr. Lamar Jackson.
We said that from the beginning of the year, right?
Lamar won MVP. CJ Stroud of the Houston Texans won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I think that's a good one too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I agree with both.
I think he had the best rookie season of a quarterback of all time. Will Anderson Jr. of the Houston Texans won Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I think that's well deserved.
Let's see. Coach of the Year, I believe, was the Browns head coach.
I agree with that.
I disagree with that. I think it should have been the Texans head coach, D'Amico Ryans. I mean,
he went through 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah, but the Texans were supposed to be god awful. They make the playoffs. They have one of the. I don't know. I thought
they let you down. I'm looking at it from a handicap point of view. Browns made me money. Texans cost me money.
True. Let's see here. Offensive Player of the Year was Christian McCaffrey.
I agree with that.
I mean, yeah, it was
Hands down.
Yeah, it was either him or Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill missed games at the end of the year. So, McCaffrey. And I believe the defensive player of the year
What?
it was Myles Garrett.
I agree with that too.
See, but a lot of people were mad that Watt didn't win it because I think he had like better stats in literally every category than Myles Garrett, and he somehow didn't win it. So,
Yeah, but let's tell you what the stats doesn't show. They double and triple team Myles Garrett.
see, but I think one of those stats was that TJ Watt gets double teamed more and still had better stuff.
All right, I agree with you.
Oh, listen,
I'm a big TJ Watt fan.
I mean, I think he's the best pass rusher in the NFL.
I think he's the best defensive player in the NFL.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And I also think he's diversified. And I think his brother was great too.
Yeah, they're both
Great.
They're going to be in the Hall of Fame together.
Yes.
They are.
Yes.
I don't know what they fed those kids.
Well, they had a third brother and they're cannibals. And he was the best athlete ever to eat.
No, the third brother made it to the NFL too.
I know. Easy.
TJ? What was his name?
Derek.
I think it was Derek Watt. I believe so. I don't know. Fullback.
Is he good?
He's not in the NFL anymore. He was kind of in and out. He wasn't,
Well, anyway, congratulations those that got awards. I think everybody pretty much that got them wasn't really political.
No, I think they got everything right. The only one that I have.
I like what?
The only one I have anything with is mostly the coach of the year.
No, I agree with that.
No, it's fair. I mean, like you said, he did go through 4 quarterbacks. Their number one running back got hurt.
And he didn't make many mistakes coaching.
No, I mean, they pulled Joe Flacco literally off the couch.
And that
was the other one. He won comeback player of the year.
I agree with that too.
Joe Flacco did.
I'm a big Joe Flacco fan.
A lot of people lost out on that one with DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
So, but hey,
Anthony, I gotta tell you, you got to keep more to life about football than food this week.
No, well,
but we got the bad part out of the way.
Hey,
by the way, Vinny's making your fettuccine Alfredo with the shrimp chicken tomorrow.
That means I have to come. I wasn't
sending it home to you.
Well, I had plans, but
I did tell him not to make it.
I don't want to hurt Vinny's feelings. I haven't seen Vinny in a while. I miss him.
He loves you.
I try.
All right. Listen, you got anything more you need to say? So I can cut you off?
Nope, I'm all good.
All right. I do that with everybody. It's not just him. It's the Lyme disease. Okay. Anthony Conover, Chris Colombo signing off. Great shows coming up, and they're going to keep getting better. The guests are good. Let's see what we can pick them apart on basketball and baseball. Remember, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and 2 dog.
2 dog parlays.
Right. That's my slogan.
All right. Let's see how it goes.
How do you think it's going to go?
Sure.
Exponentially. How do you think it's going to go? It's the most dangerous bet there is. How do you think it's going to go?
I'd say we succeed. It's our only option.
Do we have problems?
Solutions.
And resolutions. Do we have excuses?
No.
Only solutions and resolutions. Do we complain? Only solutions and resolutions. People are what? Creatures of habit, and practice makes permanent. I'm signing off. Anthony, anything you'd like to say?
That's it.
All right. Till next time. Next time we'll be in sunny Florida. Very far away from man and her cooking.
I'll have her stuff a couple chicken cutlet in the carry-on.
Thanks. Sweating that one out. Are you going to share?
Probably not.
All right. Okay, here's Chris Colombo by getting a chicken cutlet. Take care, everybody. Thank you.